are close.
I guess we are. Oh, that's the building. Okay.
I bet your arms are really hurting
yeah.
by now, aren't they?
My mom and I are attached at the hip, and there was no way I was going to come and see Dr. Lee without my mom.
Here at last.
I'm so hopeful that Dr. Lee can remove both of these things. I may be 68 years old, but I'm still ready to live a lot.
Well, hello, you two. I got twinsies here,
Hello.
looks like. Hi, how are you?
Marvelous.
First, let's talk about what the issue is here.
The issue is these football arms that I have, and
arms.
they just keep growing.
And how long have you noticed them? How many years?
4 or 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And so do they hurt you? Do they ache, or they're just
This
more
one
embarrassing?
aches,
or...
and they're very embarrassing.
And when we travel in our RV, she does complain about her arms hurting and aching.
Yeah, because they're probably heavy to hold up. No?
Right.
Yeah, they are.
Well, my main thing here is that you have like a complicated history.
Oh, yes.
Antiphospholipid antibody syndrome.
Yes.
So let me talk about all these things. Antiphospholipid antibody syndrome is an autoimmune condition where your body is attacking one of its own normal parts of it.
Right.
And it makes you more prone to clotting,
Yes.
creating blood clots, and that is obviously something that's dangerous. It's unusual, certainly, to have such large growths that are matching on both sides. And her situation is complicated by the fact that she has antiphospholipid syndrome. And that really can increase your propensity for clotting and increase your propensity for pulmonary embolisms. That is something that I don't want to see. So when I see something and it's on both sides, that automatically makes me suspect less so that you have a lipoma. Like a growth there, because how coincidental could it be that you have a lipoma on both sides, at the same time? If it's symmetrical, it's more like I'm thinking, is this just regular fat here? Most people gain it more in their tummy or on their tush, but some people gain it in a more of an unusual place.
Right.
And I think just for you, it maybe likes to collect here in your upper arm. So the most common thing you would do to fix this is liposuction. To have two lipomas that are perfectly symmetrical, odds are highly against that. But I never know exactly what something is until I make an actual incision. But my suspicion is that this is regular fat. It's not completely unusual that a person can gain fat in more unusual places. People get cankles, they get saddlebags, they get what we call a buffalo hump, which is fat in the back of their head. But luckily, I can use a procedure called liposuction to really suck out and contour these arms a little bit better. But she does have some other issues that I really need to talk about with her. The main risk you have with liposuction is problems with clotting, and you have a condition that makes you prone to clots. So I think that what would be the best thing for us to do is to choose one side.
So we can't do both today, huh?
We can't. You gotta be safe.
Oh!
It's certainly safer in Virginia's case to do one arm because she has a condition that allows her blood to clot more easily. And liposuction could potentially increase your chance of getting blood clots. So the fewer errors you do, the more of a controlled environment you're gonna have. So I guess you're gonna have to pick your favorite child. Your favorite arm. Okay, that was
The
quick.
right one.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna get everything ready.
Okay.
Okay. Very good.
Of course.
Good luck, baby.
Thank you. I really appreciate the fact that Dr. Lee doesn't want to cause me any medical problems, but I am really disappointed that she thinks we should only do one arm. She thinks it's just fat in there. I would like it to be a lipoma, and she can just cut it out and possibly do this one, too.
Okay.
If this one goes really, really well, you think you might address this one?
Not today, certainly, because we gotta be safe. Virginia is extremely persistent. I understand she wants this done, but even doing one arm on Virginia is risky, and patient safety always comes first. We're making this plumped way up like a football now, for real. When I feel and move around here, I can kind of feel if it's a lipoma versus regular fat. Feels like regular fat.
Okay.
Because there's no, resistance of, a growth underneath here, you know?
Oh, okay.
So I use the tumescent technique when I do liposuction, and tumescence is really great because I'm putting in numbing medicine as well as something to help to constrict the blood vessels so that it helps to control the bleeding. But then I want to monitor her as I'm doing this. As you can see, I'm trying to do it a little bit slower, not so aggressively just in case. I'm even more conscious with you whether there's a lot of redness or blood in there. Right now, just like butter, which is nice. Do you see that?
Oh, yeah.
That's your pretty fat. I'm here with Virginia, who has 2 collections of fat, one on each upper arm. I am concerned that Virginia has a condition that allows her blood to clot more easily. And so as I'm starting my liposuction, I'm really hyper alert to the amount of blood there. Is there too little blood? Is there too much blood? So far, I'm only seeing fat come out and no sign of any major bleeding issues, so that's all good. Yeah, a pretty good store of fat in here. Okay, getting close. I'm gonna try to do a little shift here, yeah, like that. Okay, done. You did great.
Thank you so much.
And we took off some good fat there, like about 700 cc's. The liposuction went great. I was able to remove a really good amount of fat, and there was no bleeding issues here. And now I can't wait to show Virginia the results. There is some swelling here, but she should be able to see a difference. You can see that fat's gone, you see?
Yay. I am totally happy with everything. My right arm was the one that bothered me the most, and I'm really glad that Dr. Lee was able to fix it. No more football. Now it's a whole new ball game. My mom's gonna be really happy to see my flat arm, and my arm is definitely lighter for that drive to Las Vegas.
I'm really happy about the results. It's not over yet, though. I think it's really important for you to keep an eye on it if it gets real swollen, because the numbing has something in it that constricts blood vessels, but when it wears off, maybe it could bleed. So if all this turns out well, we'll get you in here soon to try to do the other side there.
All right. It makes me feel disappointed that I didn't get them both done, but she just wants to err on the cautious side, and I understand that.
You guys are lovely.
Oh.
I want to get a ride in that RV, maybe.
Oh, okay.
That'll be fun.
I definitely hope it just heals up really well and quick, because I really do want this other one done as well.